Hello, all you film freaks and movie maniacs out there. My name is Nolan Carr, and I'd like to welcome you to the go-to podcast for all things cinema. But before you can ask any questions, just sit back, relax, as I present to you a Strawlane Studio Productions Critiquing with Carr. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to yet another edition of Critiquing with Carr. As always, if you enjoy these reviews, do us a favor by subscribing on YouTube, following on the audio platforms, clicking that heart or like buttons can tell us you enjoy these episodes, turn on post notifications on those platforms so you can stay up to date with future episode release dates, as well as clicking that share arrow so you can continue to grow the podcast with all your friends and family. If you want other ways of staying up to date with the show, do us a favor by following on Instagram at Critiquing with Carr. I say all that great jazz as always because on this week's edition of Favorite Film Friday, we were reviewing the classic 1991 edition of Silence of the Lambs. But before I say what I think about this movie, we have a few things to discuss, such as who was behind the camera to make it possible, who was in front of the camera to make it possible, its box office total, its competition, how it did during award season, and much more before I discuss my likes, dislikes, and my ranking out of 10 Diamond Days for 1991's Silence of the Lambs. Starting off as director was Jonathan Demme. The screenwriter was Ted Talley. It was based off the book Silence of the Lambs by Thomas Harris. It was produced by Kenneth Ut, Edward Saxon, and Ron Bosman. The cast for this film is as follows: Jodie Foster, Anthony Hopkins, Scott Glenn, and Ted Levine. The cinematographer for this film was Tak Fujimoto. It was edited by Craig McKay. Music was done by the incomparable Howard Shore. The production company for this film was Strongheart Productions. It was distributed by Orion Pictures. The release dates for this film were January 30th of 1991 in New York City and February 14th of 1991 in the United States. The runtime for this film was 118 minutes. The budget was $19 million, and the box office total for this movie was $272.7 million. The accolades for this film were as follows. At the Academy Awards, Anthony Hopkins won for Best Actor, Jodie Foster won for Best Actress, Ted Talley won for Best Adapted Screenplay, Jonathan Demme won for Best Director. The movie also won for Best Picture, Film Editing, and Best Sound. At the BAFTA Awards, Anthony Hopkins won for Best Actor, Jodie Foster won for Best Actress, Ted Talley won for Best Adapted Screenplay, Jonathan Demme won for Best Director. The movie also won for Best Film. It was also nominated for Best Cinematography, Best Film Editing, and Best Sound. At the Edgar Allan Poe Awards, it won for Best Motion Picture. At the Golden Globe Awards, Anthony Hopkins won for Best Actor, Jodie Foster won for Best Actress. The movie won for Best Drama Motion Picture. Jonathan Demme won for Best Director, and it won for Best Screenplay. At the Kansas City Film Critics Circle Awards, Jodie Foster won for Best Actress, Jonathan Demme won for Best Director, and the movie won for Best Picture. At the London Critics Circle Film Awards, Anthony Hopkins won Actor of the Year. At the Los Angeles Film Critics Association Awards, Anthony Hopkins won for Best Actor, and Jonathan Demme won for Best Director. At the National Board of Review Awards, Anthony Hopkins won for Best Actor, Jodie Foster won for Best Actress, and Jonathan Demme won for Best Director. At the Saturn Awards, Jodie Foster won for Best Actress. The movie won Best Horror Film, and Ted Talley won for Best Writing. And finally, at the New York Film Critics Circle Awards, Anthony Hopkins won for Best Actor, and Jonathan Demme won for Best Director. And now it's time for one of my favorite parts, which is an analyst off the top 10 highest grossing films of that year's release, being 1991. Coming number 10 was Hot Shots. It was distributed by 20th Century Fox. Its worldwide gross was $181.1 million. And it stars Charlie Sheen, Cary Elwes, Valeria Golino, John Cryer, Kevin Dunn, Bill Irwin, and Lloyd Bridges. Coming number 9 was Cape Fear. It was distributed by Universal Pictures. Its worldwide gross was $182.3 million, and it stars Robert De Niro, Nick Nolte, Jessica Lange, Joe Don Baker, Robert Mitchum, and Gregory Peck. Coming number 8 was The Addams Family. It was distributed by Paramount Pictures. Its worldwide gross was $191.5 million. It stars Angelica Houston, Raul Julia, and Christopher Lloyd. Coming number 7 was The Naked Gun 2.5, The Smell of Fear. It was distributed by Paramount Pictures. Its worldwide gross was $192 million. It stars Leslie Nielsen, Priscilla Presley, George Kennedy, O.J. Simpson, and Robert Goulet. Coming number 6 was JFK. It was distributed by 20th Century Fox. Its worldwide gross was $205.4 million. It stars Kevin Costner, Kevin Bacon, Tommy Lee Jones, Laurie Metcalf, Gary Oldman, Michael Rooker, J.O. Sanders, and Sissy Spacek. Coming number 5 was The Silence of the Lambs. It was distributed by Orion Pictures. Its worldwide gross was $272.7 million. And it stars Jodie Foster, Anthony Hopkins, Scott Glenn, and Ted Levine. Coming number 4 was Hook. It was distributed by TriStar Pictures. Its worldwide gross was $300.9 million. And it stars Dustin Hoffman, Robin Williams, Julia Roberts, Bob Hoskins, Maggie Smith, and Charlie Kaufman. Coming in number 3 was Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. It was distributed by Warner Bros. Pictures. Its worldwide gross was $390.5 million. It stars Kevin Costner, Morgan Freeman, Christian Slater, Alan Rickman, Mary Elizabeth Mastroianni. Coming number 2 was Beauty and the Beast. It was distributed by Buena Vista Pictures. Its worldwide gross was $424 million. It stars Paige O'Hara, Robbie Benson, Richard White, Jerry Orbach, David Ogden Stiers, Angela Lansbury, Rex Everett, and Jesse Cordy. Coming number 1 as the highest grossing film in 1991 was Terminator 2 Judgment Day. It was distributed by TriStar Pictures. Its worldwide gross was $520.9 million. It stars Arnold Schwarzenegger, Linda Hamilton, and Robert Patrick. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for, my review of 1991's Silence of the Lambs. One of the most legendary sequences in the film takes place at the Baltimore State Hospital for the Criminally Insane, where Clarice meets the infamous Hannibal Lecter, portrayed brilliantly by Anthony Hopkins. Lecter's character is a masterclass in psychological manipulation and cunning intellect. Hopkins' portrayal is nothing short of exceptional, earning him an Academy Award for Best Actor. The dialogue between Lecter and Clarice is a masterstroke in screenwriting, showcasing the power dynamics and intense psychological interplay between the two characters. The absence of traditional score contributes to this feeling of solitude and amplifies the tension. The audience is left to rely on the performances and the sound designed to evoke emotions, resulting in a more immersive experience. The portrayal of Buffalo Bill by Ted Levine is nothing short of chilling. He brings a disturbing and uncomfortable aura to the character, making viewers squirm in their seats. The Memphis airport scenes provide some of the most thrilling moments in the film. As Lecter is being transferred to the custody of the police officers, tensions run high. The meeting between Lecter and Senator Martin, played by Diane Baker, is filled with subtle yet palpable tension. However, it is Lecter's subsequent escape and killing spree at the courthouse that truly showcases the chaos and danger he represents. The sudden turn of events, coupled with the meticulous planning and execution of Lecter's escape, is a testament to the film's impeccable writing and direction. Throughout the movie, the close-up shots of Lecter's face during his conversations with Clarice add an extra layer of intensity. These moments allow the audience to witness the subtle shifts in Lecter's expressions and study the depth of his manipulative tactics. The chemistry between Foster and Hopkins is palpable, elevating their scenes together to unforgettable heights. The Silence of the Lambs is a masterclass in suspenseful storytelling. The film's runtime of 2 hours moves swiftly, ensuring the viewers remain engrossed throughout. The selective use of music at crucial climactic points further enhances the impact of key scenes. The absence of a continuous score allows the audience to focus on the characters and the motivations, intensifying the psychological aspect of the story. In conclusion, The Silence of the Lambs is a great fucking movie that delivers on every front. Its suspenseful narrative, exceptional performances, and skillful direction make it a must-watch for any fan of the thriller genre. With each viewing, the film reveals new layers of brilliance and intricacy, solidifying its place as a timeless classic. With all that being said about this classic gem of a movie, I am privileged to give it a 9 out of 10 on the Diamond Dave scale. As always, if you've enjoyed these reviews, do us a favor by subscribing on YouTube, following the audio platforms, clicking that heart or like button so you can inform us that you enjoy these reviews, turn on post notifications so you can stay up to date on those platforms when new episodes release, as well as clicking that share out so you can continue to grow the podcast. If you want other ways of staying up to date with the show, do us a favor by following us on Instagram at Critiquing with Carr. And as always, my film freaks and cinephiles, happy viewing.